Let's face it, life isn't easy. If you're stuck in a bad relationship, betrayed or afraid of tomorrow, financially insecure, or desperate for a breakthrough, you've come to the right place. Dr. Carmen Harra is a renowned psychologist, intuitive, relationship expert, and best-selling author, and she's here to give you the miracle guidance you need. Her new call-in show, Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life, offers profound wisdom, practical advice, daily exercises, and empowering predictions, all for you. Dr. Harra's show aims to eliminate everyday problems, big and small, with topics like healing your relationships, reclaiming your power, achieving better health, dealing with loss, and so much more. Regain the joy, stability, and fulfillment you deserve to feel. Tune in to Miracle Guidance for Everyday Life with host Dr. Carmen Harra, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and find the answers you've been looking for.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Miracle Guidance. I'm Dr. Carmen Harra, and I'm live every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern Time right here on OMTimes Radio. And tonight, I would love to talk to you about what's happening in 2021 and beyond, because today is the last Tuesday of the year 2020. So if we made it so far, I have to congratulate you. So, of course, all jokes aside, most of us had, of course, a very rough year, to say the least. Some of us lost our jobs and source of income, our sense of purpose and well-being, and some of us even lost our friends and family members. Since 2020 was a roller coaster of a year, the question is, what can we expect in 2021? And as you know very well, life comes in cycles, and every year carries a different vibration, a different energy. And some years are ideal for change. Some years are meant for ending and reflecting and introspection. And some others are downright turbulent. So while 2020, as you can see, carried the energy of chaos, I should say, 2021 will deliver a different energy, which is reflected in a great global transformation on so many levels. In my opinion, it will be much more a benefic year in a sense of enlightening, transformating, liberating, getting used to what happened and trying to cope with what happened and seeing the light at the end of a tunnel. Now, I don't necessarily pretend to be a numerologist, but I wrote a book on numerology because I was so fascinated with all this ancient teaching that I took a lot of courses, so I learned. So I try to understand this world of time. And 2021 adds up to the number 5. Now, 5 is the planet of the intellect. It relates to the planet Mercury. It also relates to the 5th dimension. And it also symbolizing ending and closure, leaving behind the 4 level of creation, the number 4, which is 2020, 2 plus 2 equals 4. This means that the chaos that started is coming to an end. And as 2020 starts, is the energy of something new in the air. Now, unexpected things will still tend to happen, but the changes that will take place will be more acceptable and much more easy to tolerate. Because the year energy is creative and invigorating. We are likely to be focusing on expressing our sense of freedom. So in so many respects, I think that we'll try to reinvent the way we live, the way we make money, reinvent the way we want to stay healthy. So more and more, many of us will start to seek a personal sense of freedom this coming year and trying to adapt to the changes and adapt to new interests. So in so many ways, I think it's the beginning of a global rebirth. This is the year in which we will begin to see the world with different eyes. Now, we're in transition to the era of Aquarius. Now, the era of Aquarius, though, again, I'm not an astrologer, but I kind of try to educate myself. The era of Aquarius started like 60 years ago. And apparently comes to an end in 2033 when we are in full force in Aquarius. And what's Aquarius? Aquarius is actually the era of light, the era of enlightenment. And we ended up the 2,000 years in Pisces, which is the era of the subconscious mind, the era of darkness, the era of the unknown. That's what the subconscious mind is all about. And we are entering the era of the enlightenment, and we coming close to what all the prophecies talk about, the golden yuga, the next 2,000 years, actually 6,000 years of peace. 6,000 years. It's hard to imagine something like this based on everything we've been going through. But all I can say that we are having a very interesting year ahead of us. Now, if we look at the Chinese zodiac, 2021 is the year of the ox, and it starts on February 12. And this year is according to the Chinese, going to be a lucky year. And it's perfect to focus on what? On your relationship, on your business, on love relationship. And the sign of the zodiac symbolizing hard work, being methodical, a year in which you can be rewarded. But especially the being lucky in money is what this year symbolizes according to the Chinese. Reality is like this year cannot be financially, such an extraordinary year. There's no way to make it that great, but we'll see what's going to happen. But this is going to be a year in which we will fully feel the weight of the responsibility, the necessity to double our effort to accomplish something we want to do. It's a good year for recovery, for consolidation, for long-term investment. So this is the metal ox, is the year of making your family great again, working on the structure, the order in your family. So 2021 is a year in which all problems may be solved if there is enough discipline. My top so-called predictions for 21 is that this is the year when we're going to see an economic problem. I should call it even an economic crash, because the real consequences of the pandemic, and for this you don't have to be a visionary. You can just simply have a sense of business. And you realize that, all this borrowing and debts accumulating, will be reflected in next year. So, and people will be forced, to borrow even more, and some people won't be able to repair their debts, So this puts a lot of strain on institution. We will see a lot of people letting go of their homes, trying to move to safer places, less crowded cities. People will continue to protest during this year, marching in the street for intolerance, for better pay, against injustices. So I personally think this will be a year with a number of significant political, uprising against corrupt leaders, several countries, Eastern Communist countries, even in Russia, a lot of turmoil in England during this coming year. When it comes to the COVID, we will discover more treatments, more medication to fight against this virus, especially in the second part of the year. We will look at the virus with less fear and more knowledge, which is extremely positive. We won't be as paralyzed by this virus, and we'll start to find ways, and psychologically it's so much better this coming year when we're talking about this pandemic. We have a new sense of hope, and that's why I said psychologically this is a year of when many of us, because we've been so affected by this pandemic, will begin to see the light, as I said. So we will begin to regain a sense of normality, especially the second, the third part of the year. But this is the year that has a lot of political scandals. Fights will continue because Democrats and Republicans that have been, for so many years, but never that worse right now. Trump will continue to make headlines, but not in a positive way. The royal family will make a lot of headlines with a lot of scandals there and a lot of problems that they are confronted as royalty. And all these systems, are going to the end of their time on Earth, in my opinion. When I wrote Everyday Karma 20-something years ago, I always said that the day will come when we're going to see a woman president in the White House, and I see that happening. Now I can see that happening, and also the crash of the monetary system and royalty and all this, even the whole political system, presidency, papacy, they might come to an end, creating new forms of government, new forms of leadership. Big companies are shaking from the ground this year, beginning to crumble. Don't be surprised to see banks and mortgage company going out of business. Don't be surprised to see the market going down in big cities like New York. That's easy to anticipate. Paper money becoming replaced by electronic currency. So that's where the world is going. And 2021 is an obvious. We see it obvious in 2020. It's the year that makes this obvious. Now, if you're curious to see much more or ask me questions, or even if you have any questions for yourself in 2021, I should say I would invite you to give me a call. I suggest you to call at 202-202-570-7057. That's the OMTime radio phone line. And we do have a lot of callers right now, and feel free to continue to call, and I'm going to ask all my callers to hold on the line. I'll be answering your calls in just a minute. Please come up with your questions, because this is a calling show. I love to connect with you. And if you cannot connect, go to my website, carmenharra.com. Click on the social media, try to be in touch with me. Be part of my email list, because this is the way you can actually get free sessions from me, and find out exactly what I'm doing when I'm doing lives on Facebook and so on and so forth. So, but before I go and take your calls, and before I talk to you about resolutions for 2021, because self-improvement starts with you and ends with you. So, for 2021, we have to think seriously about change coming from the inside out, like a cell change, if possible. And we're going to talk about that in a minute. I want to remind you about my intensive online course called the Love School. And I think the only school we fail to go today is like the Love School. And because we are home and learning online, why not to watch an online course on love? Why can't you find answers to your love problems? Because that's what you've been asking yourself, and you cannot find an answer. So let's work on that by you taking my course, The Love School. So if you're in a complicated relationship, if you're confused, if you're doubtful, if you're single, if you're struggling to find a good partner, maybe you're with someone for a while and you want to rekindle, maybe you don't know whether you should stay in this relationship or leave this person, maybe you don't know how to forgive because you've been betrayed, maybe you're going through a divorce. The Love School is for all the people who want that love, the love that they deserve, and they don't know how. So my course is now live, so you can just sign up today. To register, you go to carmenharra.com and you click on the Love School link. And I cannot wait to see you at the Love School. And now let's go to your calls and let's find out who wants to talk to me today. And I know there's so many of you. And my first caller is actually, I think, someone who's calling me for the first time. I think Evelyn is my first caller, and then I'm going to go to Nikki, to Koi, to Lelani, to I think Bianca or Blanca, if I'm correct about the name. And all of you, hold on the line, don't hang up. I'll try to talk to everybody tonight. I'm very convinced that we can get to all the calls. And I'm going to, as I said, talk first briefly to Evelyn, then take a break. And Evelyn, I want you to hold on the line. Okay. And then we'll continue. Hi, Evelyn. Hi, my dear.
Hello. How are you?
It's so good to hear your voice. So excited to have you on my show. How can I help you, my lovely Evelyn? How can I help? Is there something? Well, okay. I'm listening.
Well, you're doing the predictions for 21, and I was just kind of, what's in store for 21?
So there's so many things going on. So I look at the political, I look at the economic, I look at, overall, and it's the year that is liberating. It's freeing us from the COVID. We're starting to see the light. We're starting to see the hope. People are recover. It's a year of recovery. It's a year to free yourself. It's a year to reinvent yourself. But people will continue to express their disappointment. This year is not good from the economical point of view because of the economy cannot recover that fast. So consequently, we will continue to see economic problems all over the globe. And I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And I do believe that overall, I think we are going to start to create a new system globally, like a new monetary system. That's what will happen. Not in a year, not necessarily this year. We will start to. It will start to shape up by 2025, and by 2030 something. Then we will see, a major changes when it comes to the monetary, banking system, stock market, and everything, will shape up in a different way. So also, all these scandals, all that are like, other than that, the year is the year that tries to bring in some peace, some comfort, some release, some desire to break through and seeing the light, from everything that's been so dark and chaotic during this 2020 year. So I hope I gave you, like in 2-3 minutes, just a glimpse of the next year.
Well, I was just wondering if you saw me getting a new job in the new year to
absolutely
better
see you getting situation. A new job. Absolutely see you getting a new job. So for you getting a new job, and there might be not only one offer. I have a sense of being offered probably like having two opportunities and having to choose between them. I think it's necessary to change your job, in my opinion. I think you've been wanting a job for a while. I think this is your chance to get a new opportunity, a new workplace. So I see you definitely doing something that in a way is different. Does this make sense to you?
Well, that's kind of like, I don't know which angle to go. I just know I don't want to do what I do anymore. I want to do something else.
That's exactly what I imply. Like doing something different is like, I'm tired of doing this for all these years. And I feel like embracing, a new path. And that is, I applaud you for trying to shift 180 degrees in a different direction. Mm-hmm. Is there something you want? Is there something you put? Because when you create something, you put it in motion. You have an intent, an intention in your mind. What it is that you want to achieve? Which is your dream job? If you think this is what I would love to do, what it is that you want to do?
Well, that's just it. I don't even know that. I don't know what it is I would really want to do.
Okay. Have you ever thought about creating also something independent, like created a company or created because I feel like you have a creative energy that is not used. You're not using your creativity.
Well, at one time I wanted to open up a coffee shop, but with the economy and the finances and
that is not something that I will recommend right now.
Yeah. So, the only other issue would be kind of like more of an office job or, working
I see you in an office, but I see something that you work with somebody else. Either that you imply by a new company or you even associate yourself with somebody else. Because I see you in front of a computer, I see you trying to build something. A lot of your work, I think, will be centered by working from a computer and becoming creative, building an idea and a concept. A lot of work, in your case, will be done online.
Okay.
And I also feel that you can do something like selling things online, coming up with an idea that people want to buy. You know, you have to see what is the interest of the world, right? What people really want right now. What is the need, you know? For what is the need right now? What people want to buy, you know? And I can provide them with something. So I feel like even that is a possibility. People buy all kinds of things that they really need. Exactly, who could have imagined we're going to need the masks? But people making masks, they make a lot of money in the situation. So come up with try to design, try to put your mind to work in where it is that you can generate, you know, income by supplying and offering something that the world needs right now.
Right. Yeah, I would have to put my thinking cap on for that.
Put
I'm not
your
sure.
think on and call me in a week or two and say, hey, Carmen, I thought about it and let's revisit this. Is this something that we both seeing it together, putting energy together to make it work, to move the wheel, you know, because everything is a reflection of what you think. So your dreams come true when you put them in motion and you translate them into the physical world. So I feel like this has been a dream of yours and you're about to make it happen. And I think that from now on to April, you will be very clear in what you want to do and get excited about what you want to do.
Well, I hope so, because I am not excited about what I do now.
Okay, well, you will. You will be excited about what's next. Let's shift the energy around and say, let's bring you some excitement. Let's let go of something that was boring, you know, unfulfilling, the same old, and create something that is completely different, that brings excitement and makes you feel like alive again and creative again. And being at service, because we are here to be at service in a way or another.
Right, exactly.
So, yeah, okay, my beautiful. I love you. I'm going to take a break. So for everybody listening, hold on the line. I'm going to go to Koi after the break, to Nikki, to Lelani, and to Texas. So you guys hold on the line. Thank you so much for calling, my love. Call me soon, Evelyn, okay? Call me again.
Okay, I will, Carmen. Okay.
Okay, my love.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The best of the holistic, spiritual, and conscious world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
OMTimes magazine is one of the leading online content providers of positivity, wellness, and personal empowerment. A philanthropic organisation, their net proceeds are funneled to support worldwide charity initiatives via Humanity Healing International. Through their commitment to creating community and providing conscious content, they aspire to uplift humanity on a global scale. Connect at omtimes.com. OMTimes, creating a more conscious lifestyle.
My name is Victor Furman. Some call me The Voice. I've always been fascinated with human nature, spirituality, science, and the crossroads at which they meet. Join me Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern on OMTimes Radio, and we'll explore these topics and so much more on Destination Unlimited.
These are the sounds of a dinner that almost didn't happen. A dinner now served, thanks to people like you. Due to COVID-19, 17 million more Americans may face hunger. Feeding America is helping our neighbors in need. And if you're able, you can too. Donations are being accepted at feedingamerica.org/coronavirus. Brought to you by the Ad Council and Feeding America, 200 Food Bank strong.
And I'm back, and we are talking today about the energy of 2021. And I'm going to go to Coy from New York. Hi, my lovely friend. How are you, my dear? Can you hear me?
Carmen. Yes. Greetings
How are you,
to
my
you
love?
and your family. And I'm happy to see that your mother is doing better.
Okay, my love. How's everything with you?
Everything's okay.
Yeah.
I would like it to be better.
Okay.
So
let's
about
see
2
what
weeks ago we
aspect
spoke.
needs to be improved.
Well, first of all, I'm trying to understand a relationship or a lack thereof. And also, I need to know about my living situation. So those are the two main
The living
things.
situation needs to change. So the first thing is the living situation needs to change. The relationship is going on for a while, and you're in a moment of feeling stuck with this relationship, like you're not moving forward. Do you agree with me?
Yes,
sometimes relationship can be stagnant. Does it make sense?
It does, yeah.
Okay, so this relationship is on a dead end, unfortunately. So you need to decide whether you shift the energy in a different direction. You take this relationship on a main road, on a highway, because where you are right now, you will stay in that dead end, and it gives you a feeling that you might not like. It makes you feel stuck. It makes you feel unworthy. It makes you feel demoralized in a way, if you agree with me. Do you have any of these feelings?
I do, and that's why I wanted to talk to you, because it's the same person. His name is Michael, and
right.
I had a feeling that perhaps he might be hiding something, or it was something just not quite correct, and I couldn't understand. And so, it turns out that there's other people that he's interested in, and or they're interested in
but
him.
he's not really with anybody. People can have interest. Being in a relationship is a different thing.
Yeah, but see,
I can have interest in a lot of people. That doesn't mean I'm really in a relationship with someone else. Does it make sense?
Yes, but he was saying that one was about his age and one was 20 years younger than him, and he found it very intriguing, and but he likes me, and has liked me for 14 years.
Right.
So, and he travels, to go see them, which is about 194 miles that way. But when he makes plans with me, he can't seem to keep them. Like, I live right in the same city as he does. And
right.
He, just yesterday,
I feel he's looking for excitement, but that excitement is not getting him anywhere. I think he's just distracting himself from the reality. When the reality is you in front of him, I feel his inability to commit is making him distract himself, because he actually, at the core of his being, he would love to be able to commit with you, but that inability of commitment makes him pretend something else and pretend like he's looking for that something else that doesn't really exist for him, or is not for him, or will never be for him. You understand?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So this is a way to put it in the right terms. So he's lying to himself just because he does all of this just because he's not strong enough to say, yes, I would love to commit with you, because you're the one I'm in love with for all these years, and I don't want to admit it. Mm-hmm. And I keep on lying about my feelings, and I lie to my own self. It's almost like a self-destructive behavior when it comes to his authentic love.
Yes.
And you are the authentic love. Yeah.
Yes. Is he ever going to finally, I mean, I could tell that he, that he likes me. I know that
He is,
does.
because he's knocking at the wrong door, and the door is
Right.
not going to happen. And he's going to get tired of knocking at the wrong doors, and he's going to indirectly give up on this nonsense and say, well, I really have everything in front of me. Why am I knocking at doors for something that is not anywhere else? It's just here.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So this
Yeah.
tendency of him to distort the reality because of his inability to be, fair and to commit, is causing all this trouble. But I do believe that he will stop knocking. He gets tired and, to the wrong person, knocking at the wrong door. So he will come around and come towards you. That's the way I anticipate that this year will bring him back to reality, which you are the reality. You are the only reality, The rest doesn't exist, it's fantasy. So you have to dissociate reality from fantasy, and one day you have to wake up. And this statement is valid for everybody who lives in a parallel world, It's like a lot of people live in parallel worlds. Even our president that still is president, he lives in a parallel world. People have to come up to the real world, come down to earth and see the truth for whatever the truth is, and make the right decision according to the truth. Don't live in a false world. And this is what Michael does. But he's gonna, have to land on earth, say, okay, this is who I love, and I'm gonna admit it, and I'm gonna make the right decision. And you just have to be wise. You have to be patient. And I know it's not easy to be patient, but this will happen. When is hard to tell, but it will happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, my love. So I wish you a wonderful 2021.
Thank
and I want you to call me anytime you want. Okay?
Thank you so much. Love you.
I love you more. I'm going to go to Nikki. Hi, Nikki.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, beautiful Nikki. How are you, my love?
Good. Well, good. Could be better, like the person before.
When you said good. But the tone of your voice went down. First was high. The frequency was high. And when you keep on repeating good, the vibration keeps on going down. It's like, good. It can be better. Okay.
So we spoke before, and I feel like in a hole, stuck. Everything I do is wrong. And I don't know if it's
No, I don't think that what you do is wrong. No. No, the circumstance, the situation, the people you're dealing with, the environment, I mean, you hit your head against the wall and you get tired, of trying something that doesn't break through, and then you blaming you and you victimize yourself. No, I don't want you to do that. I want you to forgive yourself and say, I'm not doing anything wrong. It's just the situation is not opening the door and is not playing the correct way right now. And it's like you play a lottery and you lose, And at some point when you do that, you stop playing, and you do something else, and then go back to playing when the chances are to win.
That's the thing, is I don't do anything. I have no energy, zero.
And so when you feel that low energy, that can come from different things in your body. It can be something physical, can be something psychological, can be something emotional, can be that you feel a little bit down, a little bit depressed, can be a low level of serotonin, a low level of dopamine. When the dopamine in the brain goes down, you have no desire for sex, no desire for anything, But people have no clue that sometimes their lack of desire and lack of excitement and lack of interest in another person or lack of interest in creating something comes from one of the catecholamine in the brain that can simply drop, with no reason. And this it's very common, and it can happen a lot. So I really believe that that's what's happening to you. The lack of motivation. And I bet if we'll do a test on your hormones in the brain, you will see that I'm actually right. So
Yeah,
you
I tried.
will, but that can change, we can boost that energy.
How?
How we can boost it? We build the natural stuff. We build the hormones in the brain, by taking the correct natural stuff. Immediately you're going to feel an explosion of energy, and you feel immediately so energized. There are things that I can send you a list. If you send me a text on my phone, I'll send you an entire list of things that I want you to consider taking that are all natural, no side effect, that will give you a different state, a state of mind, state of being, make you excited, make you feel being more energized, more creative. I know some stuff that if you take them, you're going to feel so energized. You're going to have an excessive energy, So trust me. If you trust me, I can put you on the right track when it comes to your energetic self. That we can correct. If we correct that, then you bring in all kinds of opportunities you haven't seen lately.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
It does, but I don't know when it's going to happen. I know
it's going to happen when you decide to make it happen. And you already make a good decision that we're talking about. And when you talk about something, you can change. If you don't talk about it, there will be no change.
Right.
So I feel that we talk about it, it means we're ready to make the changes.
Right.
I see your life turning around as we... When it's your birthday exactly? When it's the month and the day of your birth?
June 8th.
June 8th. So June is a 6 plus an 8. That makes 14, if I'm correct, and that's a 5. And you are stepping into a new life cycle as of June. You're at the end of a life cycle. That explains a lot of things being down. There's closure. Do you feel like there's the feeling of the things are coming to an end? Don't you have that feeling?
Yeah.
I feel like...
but I don't see the beginning.
But the beginning is not going to come until the spring, especially the second part of spring. As you stepping into the new life cycle in June, but 6 weeks prior to that, you're going to feel a different opportunity opening. And then you have a phenomenal year ahead of you. So there's a number of things that we can do here. First of all, we have to understand, where are you right now in your life? Where are you going? What are physically the issues that we need to correct? Where is this lethargic state of being coming from? How can we correct it in a natural way? And what are the waves that your vibration energy, and when are they really going to shift around? And that's in the very, very near future. And if you're going to talk on the radio like some months from now, you're going to tell me why my life is 180 degrees different than the way it used to be. So I will hear excitement in your voice.
Okay.
All right, my beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, it's not me.
I hear you.
I'm not myself.
I hear you. I hear you. We cannot change that. We're going to change that. Send me a text at 917-771-6035. Send me a text. I'll send you some stuff that I want you to take that are all natural, no side effects, only shift your neurotransmitters in the brain to make you feel more alert, more dynamic, more motivated, more, everything comes from there.
Yeah, and I have a lot of fears.
In the case of many people. Sorry?
Fears and anxiety.
Of course.
I have.
When your taurine goes down, there are a lot of those things in the brain that the chemistry of the brain can go out of whack, And when that happens, that can happen at any age. You start to act weird. You don't feel yourself. You feel stuck. You feel miserable. That's what's happening. Yeah. So I really believe that we're going to change that. Send me a text. I'll send you some stuff that I want you to Google. And you're going to see a world of a difference in the way you feel. And this anxiety is going to go away.
Okay.
Okay, my lovely Nikki. I love you, sweetie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to go to Blanca
Happy New
from
Year.
Texas. I love you, sweetheart. Happy New Year. To Blanca from Texas. Hi, my dear.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Are you calling me for the first time?
No, it's been a while. I've talked to you before.
Okay, fabulous. How can I help you, my love?
Well, I want to know what advice you have for me for the new year. I just
For you?
started a new job. Yes.
Do you also plan to move? Like relocate?
No, but I would
The
like
reason
to
I'm
move to a
asking
new
you because the
house.
first thing that comes to me is like a place or a shift in the career that will take you in a different area. So I'm questioning whether that change might involve a movement to or a change of a location too. And I
I'm
pick
open
up
to
a
anything.
big name D, Daniel David. Who has a D name?
Oh,
Working
nobody that I know.
with somebody with a D name. I picture a man, brown hair, big forehead, a little bit getting gray, a big type of guy. So there's something work related. There's an opportunity that comes to you February to April, but it's a very good opportunity. This is a brand new company, something like a new business, and they need people like you, and you'll get a very good offer. So I suggest go for it. And if it's in a different area, see how you're going to commute, or you might be working for home sometime, but I think you will also have to be in person, present there.
Well, I'm open to anything. I'm pretty flexible.
Yeah, and you will, this brings you a lot of excitement. So there's something
good.
new coming to you.
Good, because I just got out of a situation where I felt stuck. And then,
were you there for 5 years? How many years in that place?
I think it was almost 3 years, but it did feel like 5 years.
Okay, so I feel like a number of years. You've been in that place for a while. And if the energy felt very heavy, very, very difficult to deal with, people there were difficult to deal with.
Yes.
Like nobody there was warm, kind, friendly, if you agree with me.
Yep.
Everybody was like that, the heaviness, have difficult personalities, complicated people, too complicated. And you could never get along with them because you have a total different nature. You're way more open, more, straightforward. You're a different kind of a person, so you couldn't get along with anybody there. And you just tried to do your job, and you felt it was really difficult,
It was. I did really have the heart for it, but
right.
I had to get out. But I'm excited where I'm at right now, and then but I'm open to anything.
Just be open and allow this information that I'm giving you to come to you, to manifest.
Okay.
Okay, my love, and Happy New Year. And call me anytime when you have some news. Anytime I'm here. Every Tuesday, pick up, dial the number, and let's talk, okay?
Thank you.
I love you. I love you.
You have a great New Year, too. Thanks.
Okay, sweetheart. I'm going to go to Elena in Florida. Hi, Elena. Then I'm going to go to Susan. Then I'm going to go to Leilani.
Hello.
So you guys... Hi, my Elena. How are you, my love?
I am trying to be good. How are you, Miss Carmen?
I
we
love
spoke
you.
a while ago. And why I'm calling now? Okay, I'm gonna cry. Okay,
tell me.
My brother Alexander passed away suddenly last week.
No.
And I'm just very, I don't know. I just think like, I don't know, could I help him, my mom, or my brother Costello that is left alone without a brother, my dad? Is there any way? It's like I felt stuck all the time, and I saw a hope to the future, but now I'm kind of like, what is the hope? How do I help people?
It's very, very painful to lose a brother. And he was young, no?
He was 27 years old. 26.
Yeah, that's what I got, 20-something, yeah. Very handsome.
Very, very handsome, and he was suffering inside his heart, I felt before.
Right.
And I don't know, did he want it to die, or how is he doing now? I don't know. I have so many questions in my head.
I don't think he wanted to die. I feel like this was just an accident.
Yes, it was an accident. It was an accident, yes.
Because the soul didn't want to go anywhere. His soul, he looks at me, I see him, and I have such a pleasure connecting to people who don't have their physical body anymore. In the energy field, he's very happy, he's very relieved. He said he still moves around. He still comes
He
and
was
visits.
in my house yesterday.
Yes,
He was
absolutely. He's there. He says he will continue to be there for another 30 days. He said,
I love him so much. I love him so much. I didn't tell him enough. I feel like I wasn't a good sister for him.
This is just so hard. This is the most painful thing.
It is. Anything you recommend?
He's telling me about who's Maria. Who's Maria? Who is with the name Maria?
Oh my gosh, it's my aunt. My Matusha mea. Matusha mea. She's
okay. And what's going on with her? Because he's mentioning her.
She didn't have chance probably to say I'm sorry to her or to talk with her since he came back to Italy.
Right.
He didn't talk with each other. Kind of.
Right.
They got in a conflict. I don't.
Probably that's why. He said that you guys have to make peace with the fact that he's not with you, but he's coming back. He will incarnate. So there will be a boy born in your family in the next 2 years and 8 months.
Oh, my dear brother.
He's coming back. So I believe in incarnation, and the message is that he is coming back. So his life was interrupted way too fast and way too early. So he needs to come back to fulfill and finish. And he said he liked someone. So he left everything in the air, you know what I mean? So he wants to finish his life on earth, so he has to come back right away.
How can we do anything right now to help him?
Just communicate with him as much as you can. So be in touch with him, acknowledge that he's around. He's around, and sometimes he says he would love to get some food. Sometimes he feels like he's hungry,
Okay.
So put some food on the table. The spirits for 40 days, they still come to the home. They still visit the people they love. And they want to do the things they used to do when they had a body. They're looking for food. They're looking for water.
Doesn't matter what food, or doesn't matter what food?
Doesn't matter. He said, give him what he liked. He said, just give me whatever.
I don't know. I didn't see him 10 years face to face. We just communicate very rarely, so I'm gonna find out what he likes.
You're gonna find out, and just try to talk loud voice. He will try to send you signals from him.
Oh my gosh, I love
Please
him so
keep
much.
in touch with me. I would love to continue to help you. Just send me a text, send me, an email, and we'll be in touch. I want to help you in the next number of days and weeks to handle this, to communicate, so that you can heal yourself and you can also help him to transition. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, Elena, I love you. Thank you so much for calling me. Happy New Year. And I promise you it's going to get better. The pain, gets better. I know what you're feeling because I lost so many people in my life, so I know what you're going through. I love you, my sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna go to Susan. Hi, Susan.
Hi, Carmen. How are you?
Hi, beautiful Susan. How can I help you, my dear?
Oh, I'm just curious about what the new year is going to bring for my relationship status.
I think it's going to bring a lot of good. I have a very good feeling about this coming year for you. I feel like this is a year of resolution for you. I think it's time for you to come to a conclusion. It's time to you. Do you agree with me? To make the right step.
Yeah.
So this is good for relationship. This year is very good. Give me the month and the day of your birth, not the year.
10/29, October 29th.
October 29. So you have a fabulous year for relationship from now on to almost the end of the year, till November 2021. If there has ever been a time for you to get the best of this relationship, this is the time. You're in the year 6, which is the year of love. And you've never had a year so good in many years. So according to all the calculation, this is the time for you to make things work for you and happen for you.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, so for sure. If your question is what I'm doing with my love in this year, 2020 is your year. By far the best year. So just try to get the most of it. So make this year the best year ever.
Okay.
Do you have anything else specific that you want to ask me?
Just kind of a date range of when this relationship. I've been having dreams about different relationships from my past, and so I'm not sure
if that happens, it means you need to close those doors. So you have to revisit the relationship, make a summary of everything that happened, and try to put an ending in your mind. So those relationships are not coming back to your consciousness, you know. You don't carry anything from there into the next relationship. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So it means that those clothes are not fully closed. The past is still, the door of the past is still open. We don't need that. We don't want that. Okay?
No, I want to go backwards.
Yeah, so that's why for you to benefit the most of this year, we need to have closure to the past. So that's why you keep on dreaming, because subconsciously there is something unresolved. Think of everybody from the past that you felt, I never finished something properly there. Let me finish it, at least in my mind. Let me have closure. Because I want to get the most of what I have right now.
Yeah, I want to move forward.
Yeah, you are. Remember, tell yourself every single day when you wake up, this is my year of love. And I'm going to get the most of it. I'm going to make it the most loving, fulfilling year I ever had, you know?
Okay. And is it somebody new or somebody?
Yeah, it's somebody new. And it's coming in your life in a matter of weeks. 6 weeks, something like that. It's somebody around your age, very lovely, very sweet, very kind. This is somebody I really, really want you to consider, because this is definitely the person for you. This is somebody that you can move in right away, that you can build a relationship right away. This is going to be wonderful. Keep me posted. Call me in a month, in 2 weeks, whenever you feel like, and let's talk much more about this person.
Okay, thank you.
I love you, my sweetie. Happy New Year. And I'm going to go to Leilani. Hi, Leilani.
Carmen, I am really ready. So here's what I've been feeling in my heart. I would love a little home that's paid for in cash, where I don't have any mortgage, I don't have any bills. I would have solar panels, because you know what?
Right.
I have a book in me. I have art I need to be making, and I need a space where I can just offer my Reiki healing sessions, write my book,
right,
and have the freedom to just breathe without this heaviness of bills. Does that make sense? That's
Absolutely.
my vision, and I was wondering.
But this is going to happen for you this year, from now on to the summer of 2021. With the help of two people. There's a woman that she's older, and there's a tall younger man. So somehow this situation will be created, and these people will come into your life and will facilitate that you get this place. And I love your new home. It's going to be like a small but very pretty home. It's not big, but it's good enough for you. It's exactly everything you described.
Beautiful. I love you.
I love you, Leilani. Happy New Year. For everybody listening,
Happy New Year.
May God bless you. Have a wonderful 2021. Let's cheer up. Let's be happy. Let's forget about the past and move on into the future. I'm Carmen Harra on OMTime Radio. God bless you guys, and celebrate a new year, a new energy, a new beginning. And much gratitude to all the people on OMTime Radio. Happy New Year to OMTime. Happy birthday to my producer and to everybody in his family. And again, God bless and thank you for listening.